Yeah, everything was rolling with me, so it didn't make too much difference which way the wind. Everything rolling good.
Everything was rolling
well,
good?
I'm doing gambling, doing everything.
What age did you start gambling?
I guess when they made the dice, I guess. Instead of my daddy whisking, drinking, and taking and get some water and put it in the jug and put it back in the same hole.
Not a lot of manual labor, but he was the type that did what had to be done for a survivor. He, I tell everybody I finished Lawson State because he made moonshine, and he sold moonshine. So whenever it was time for my tuition, he would go to the woods. He would make out the whiskey, and he would come back and sell it, and that's how we. And see, Mama always did either housework, domestic housework, or she was working in a restaurant, and she did both of them. She would work at the restaurant, then come home, get a couple of hours sleep, and then she would go clean houses all day, and then she would come back. And Daddy's place was to make sure we stayed home and did everything that needed to be done around this house here. But she still would cook, and we would show us how to clean and all of that. And then Ida Bill was staying with us for a minute.
Right.
So then everybody had to pitch in and do what we had to do. Everything, washing, cooking, cleaning, watching the children. Because Mama had to work. So my job was to watch Yvonne, the younger ones, Jane, Spud, and Kitten. And see, at the time that Mama had Kitten, that was my main responsibility, to make sure she was taken care of while Mama went to work.
Right.
So we couldn't let her do anything, you know. She would cry, and we didn't have any toys like they have now. So what we would do is tie a red rag on the end of the refrigerator, put the fan on it, and let it blow. And as she was fighting for it, she'd get tired and she goes to sleep. And to keep her from falling out of the bed, you would pin her to the bed, get safety pins, and pin her to the bed to keep her from falling out the bed. Because you have chores to do. Yeah. And when Mama got home, they supposed to be done. So we had, and then we had they're automatic, they are ringer type washers. And that was 3 washers. And that was for me, Evelyn, and Vaughn. And we had to wash the clothes, and then we had ironing boards. We had 3 ironing boards. And we had to iron the clothes, we had to wash, we had to iron, we had to cook, we had to clean, the whole 9 yards.
See, here you didn't have to do all that. So you turn around, when you kill a hog, you took the fat and made your lard. Then you took it and grind up so much for sausage and stuff. And
smoked the ham.
And put the ham in a smokehouse and smoked the ham. That cured the ham.
And you all did that here?
Yeah.
Behind the house?
Yeah, we had a smokehouse. Had one room that you put the smoke in.
Stop being used?
When you stopped having hogs.
Yeah, we had the hogs here, but once they were ready to, Mama was ready for us to kill the hog, then Jean would get the hog and load him up and take him to Clinton.
To Clinton, to the slaughter pen down there, and they would process the hog.
Who was the one who killed the hog?
Daddy and all of the men used to come together to each other's house when it was time to kill the hog. And for their share of doing it, they got some of the meat.
So
we had the hot
sometimes
water.
they didn't get no meat. You help me kill yours, don't help you kill yours, and it'd be that they'd go around like that.
Why do you need help to kill a hog?
Because it's so big.
Because you might want to kill 2 or 3 at a time. Sometimes they do that, kill 2 or 3 at a time.
Because so you're going to have to put it down in that barrel. And it's a
you
big
ever seen
old
them kill a
hog.
hog? You get a 50, see that drum out there, a 55-gallon drum. You dig a hole and put it down in the ground so it'll tilt up. You put the hot water in there. Then you put the hog in there and you turn him. You can take him by his front feet and turn him. Don't lock his feet, that way you can turn him. Now
you're gonna have to kill him first.
Now when you
either shoot
now
him or
when
knock
you
him in the head.
Now when you get that part done, you always do the head first, because that's the hardest part to clean is his head. Then if you don't get all the hair off his head, then you get a croaker sack that holds heat and pour hot water on there, and that'll help soften the hair on the hog.
How do you get the hair off? It just
scrape it with a knife. Then you could do it with your hands that you couldn't do. Then when you get down so low you couldn't do it with your hand, you can take a knife and scrape it.
And you all would all help with that? The cleaning of the pig, the actual killing of the pig.
Yeah.
The men would do.
Men would do. We would hide our face.
Right.
See, then it would make the water strong. You had to get some pine straw, green pine straw, and put in there. And that helped the water get the hair off the hog. A lot of things you don't know. They put the pine straw in there.
He used to make the sauce meat.
Yeah.
You used to make the what?
Sauce
Sauce
meat.
meat.
Hog head cheese.
Uh-huh.
He used to make that.